Hello there. Welcome to this guided sensory exercise where we will practice being in the experience of our felt sense, or in other words, being in a living body where we are feeling the sensations that are correlated to our lived experiences. So before we dive into this, I want to invite you to bring in two little props that we're going to be using for this exercise. One of which is going to be something like a coffee table book or a magazine or a book that is not personal to you, but something with lots of pictures, very photo forward and not a lot of writing. So not a very writing heavy or word heavy magazine or book, but something more of a picture book. And then secondly, you're going to bring in a more personal piece of memorabilia, such as a photo album or a scrapbook, or just several photos that are personal to you. And you can go ahead and pause this video, go gather those two things, and then bring them back and restart. Okay, so now that we're back, we have our coffee table book or something similar, and then our personal photo album or something similar as well. So you can just go ahead and place these near you. We're not going to use them quite yet. First, I want to invite you to just find a comfortable position. So if that's seated on a chair or maybe on the ground or on a couch, and just allow your body to kind of settle into the space and just notice how your body feels in this moment. Noticing your senses, right? Tapping into anything that you hear, anything that you see, smell, taste, feel. Noticing the support of the surface beneath you that is holding you in this space. Just taking in some of that information through your sensory organs. And then when you're ready, I want you to take a look into that coffee table book or magazine at the very first picture that comes forward. And just notice what that photo is. How would you describe this photo? What is your reaction to the photo? Right? What do you notice right when you look at this photo? And then how do you know that you feel that way about the photo? For example, if you notice that your reaction is happy, how do you know you feel happy in reaction to that photo? Or if it's curious, how do you know you feel curious? What are the sensations in your body that are letting you know you feel this way in response to this photo? Just play around with that for a moment or two. Notice as you're gazing at this photo, the sensory response in you. And as you track a little bit of that, then you can just take a moment to gently transition to the next photo you see. And repeat that same process. How would you describe the photo? Just noticing what you're noticing. Describing the photo, what you actually see. And then noticing what is your reaction to the photo. What is your response to the photo? And how do you know that you are responding that way? How do you know that you feel that way about the photo? What body cues, what sensations let you know you feel that way? Right? Just take another moment or two with that exploration. And just noticing your breath as you bring your awareness into the sensations of your body in correlation with these photos. And then when you're ready, just take a pause, close the book, set it aside for a moment. And come back into contact with your body. Maybe this time noticing your feet on the ground, if they're touching the ground, or just noticing where your feet are in space, the type of contact they have with the surfaces beneath. Noticing your legs and your arms, and what sort of contact they have in the space you're in. Are they coming into contact with the surface? And then if they are, just noticing that surface beneath you, beneath your legs, supporting your bottom, supporting your back. Notice the weight or the weightlessness that you feel in your body. And then when you're ready, go ahead and pull forward that personal photo album, that piece of memorabilia. And take a look at the first picture that you see. And just notice, what is it? How would you describe it? Notice how you initially respond to it. Again, what emotional reaction comes forward, and then what sensations tell you you are having that emotional response, right? What sensations in your body can tell you that? So you may notice that you feel happy or sad or angry or apprehensive or embarrassed, right? These are all experienced differently. And so for you, just notice the different reactions, right? And then notice if these reactions are strong or mild, right? Is it subtle sadness? Is it strong anger? What sensations in your body tell you that level, the level of reaction? How do you know that it's strong or mild? And if you're feeling a reaction that is just more neutral, again, just tap into the sensations that tell you this is neutral. Right? We're looking to see how we know that this is our emotional reaction. This is our sensation to this picture. Just notice. Right? We're not trying to shift or change. Notice, is there any tension or energy, bubbling energy? If so, how much is there? Tightness, lightness? How is your breathing? Not needing to change it, but just noticing. Maybe you were holding for a bit. Maybe your breathing got more shallow or more deep. How is your heartbeat? Is it slow? Did it speed up? Is it thumping in your chest? Where are you feeling these sensations in your body? How are you experiencing this felt sense connected to this photo? And then when you're ready, you can move on to the next photo. If you need to, you can pause this video to repeat that same cycle, noticing what you notice. Notice what response you have. How do you know you have that response? What does your body tell you? When you're ready, slowly close the photo album, set it aside, and come back into the space. Taking a gaze at your surroundings, noticing where you are, noticing your environment, noticing the ground beneath you, the surface that is supporting you. Noticing your limbs, the feeling, the sensation in your feet, in your legs, in your hands, in your arms. Tapping into any tension, any heaviness or lightness, or any sensation that gives you information on how you feel in this moment. And then back into your breath, noticing the quality of your breath. Noticing how with each breath, your abdomen expands, your ribcage expands, your skin stretches a bit, and then it all contracts and gets a bit tighter with your exhale. Just noticing the pendulation between that expansion and contraction in your abdomen. Feeling that felt sense in your body.